Say his name and he'll appear. I believe in increased ratings. Dun dun. Welcome back to Fall Wrestling. Let's go, June 18th.
NXT quarter hour. It's the quarter hour breakdown where we take the 2-hour show, the 8 quarters, and we look at it, we dissect it, we see who performed, we see who underperformed. And NXT, the quarters for the last 4 weeks have been looking good. We're seeing quite a few bits of green in here. So yeah, quite a few increases from certain quarters. We'll start with quarter 1. 8 o'clock to 8:15. Now, keep in mind, it's not like Joe Hendry was advertised, so you can't just randomly expect people to be there for Joe Hendry to appear, because his name wasn't said at this point. But he does appear, Joe Hendry, on the ramp, cuts his promo. We get the beginning of the NXT title #1 contender battle royal. This did 719,000 views, which I mean is not bad for a start there for NXT. We then move into quarter 2. 8:15 to 8:30. NXT title contendership battle royal continues. Then we get a bunch of backstage shit with Carly Bright, Brinley Reese, Ren Sinclair, Carmen Petrovich, Fallon Henley, Roxanne Perez, Lola Face, Chase U, Ridge Holland, and the OC. Now this went up 12% in viewership to 807 viewers, so almost a 100,000 increase there, 88,000 to be exact. It went up 15% in the key demo, from 309,000 to 356,000. And what I think we can tell from this is people have tuned in because Joe Hendry was trending. They knew Joe Hendry was on NXT, because we know when you look at the clips that Joe Hendry had by far the highest viewed feed. People were watching the Battle Royal because Joe Hendry were in it. And I think that's simply what happened here. You see people tuning in, because let's not kid ourselves, there wasn't a big 12% increase because we were getting Carly Bright backstage.
Absolutely not, right? But the problem is, people tuned in for Joe Hendry. And by the time they tuned in, he was away.
Yeah, so
they're probably wondering, which one of the 23 is he?
Yeah, Joe Hendry's trending. Let's get it on there. Oh, there's a battle royal. Get the magnifying glass out. Where's Joe Hendry? Where is he? I can't see him. Well, he's not there. So I think WWE just shooting themselves in the foot. There's just no reason why. I don't know if Joe Hendry's feuding with Kazarian right now. You could have had Joe, even if you don't want Joe Hendry to win, you could have had Joe Hendry get down to like the last guy or one of the last guys, then have Frankie Kazarian eliminate him from behind or something like that. And already eliminated Frankie Kazarian. You could even argue that would have set something up on TNA for them as a little program. Why not do that?
How does that work though? Why would WWE care about TNA's interests?
Well, hold on here. Fucking TNA are lending them the fucking top people.
Aye, and who's getting the best at that deal?
Oh, WWE.
Exactly.
Aye, so WWE need to give TNA something in return.
Don't need to get these guys appearing on WWE television's the only thing they need to give them in return.
So you don't think that TNA were within their right to say, here, make sure this guy eliminates him so we can start a program on it?
How fucking dare they? They're a Diddy company. Not a chance, no.
A Diddy company that I pay $9.99 to a
month? That's probably what happened. But I'm talking about, see, under McMahon. I think McMahon's fucking taking orders for whoever the hell's in charge of TNA. Triple H is probably fucking whipping out his nose, like, oh, sign whatever you want on it. And
probably not.
His eyes are just rose red.
Anyway, we go from quarter 2 to quarter 3, 8:30 to 8:45. It was the women's tag team triple threat match. Then we got a post-match with Ava, Javon Evans, Evan Page. And then we got backstage with Sol Ruka and Kalani Jordan, down 9%. So, yeah, down to 731,000. Not great there, but the Battle Royal, Joe Hendry was over. Quarter 4, 8:45 to 9 PM. We get Kalani Jordan versus Michin. So, again here, down another 3%, down to 711,000. And at this point, this was the lowest rated quarter of the show. However, we go into quarter 5. It's the top of the hour. It was Kalani Jordan versus Michin continued. An Ethan Page backstage promo. We then got Nathan Fraser, Axiom, Luca Crucifino, Obafemi, and Wes Lee live promo. This went up 10% to 782,000. The key demo also went up 10% to 369,000. Weird to see where the big increase is coming from here, because it certainly wasn't the Kalani Jordan Michin match. Nobody cared about that. I think it's simply just the fact that it is in the top of the hour here, and that people are channel surfing and they've managed to catch a decent break, because there's nothing really in this quarter to suggest a massive increase.
Yeah, and what I would say is, though, I mean, maybe with the hype of Joe Hendry, people are like, oh, maybe he'll appear on the height of the hour. Nah.
Well, it didn't happen, so we go into quarter 6 and 12% of people tune out, so we lose 100,000 here. You got Hank Walker, Tank Ledger, No Quarter Catch Crew, Tavern Heights, Fallon Henley, Carly Bright, Eddie Fort promo, down 12% to 685,000.
No wonder.
Really not surprising. Then we're going to quarter 7, 9:30 to 9:45 p.m. We get Trick Williams and Siobhan Evans backstage. We get the OC versus Chase U. Ava backstage, then Kalani Jordan and Arania Grace backstage as well. No change here. Didn't do anything. Just stayed flat. And then we move into quarter 8. Chase U backstage. Fallon Henley, JC Jane, Jasmine Nix. We got Ethan Page versus Siobhan Evans. This lost 3%. And in the 5-minute overrun from 10 to 10:05, it was Ethan Page versus Siobhan Evans continued. And then we got post-match with Trick Williams and Sean Spears. This went up 8%, but again, I think the overruns always go up. I don't think I've ever seen an overrun go down, and I think that's actually a poor sign for wrestling. The fact that the overrun never goes down kind of tells you that people are tuning in
For something else.
yeah, after the wrestling show's over.
No, that's it, though. And there's not much to add on that, though. That's what it
Because
is.
you see, when wrestling was booming, when it was really booming, not this boom period that people pretend about now, seeing the Attitude Era, seeing the overrun, I bet you the overrun was always down because people just assumed at 10, like you're not getting anything else.
Yeah, and they would have tuned it.
But maybe there was like an extra 2 minutes that they weren't expecting to come on, and people would tuned out because they just weren't expecting it. So, yeah, it is what it is. Overall, though, 724,000. And, yeah, the ratings for NXT, pretty decent. Do you think this will beat Dynamite? 724,000. Will this be a higher rating than Dynamite? Who's going to win the
It'll
battle?
be close. I think Dynamite might just edge it.
You're going for Dynamite. Wasn't a very good show on Dynamite, though, to be fair.
It wasn't, but here, I mean, if you can't beat 724 when you're the proper McCoy with all the money in the world, what are you doing?
I think it'll be close. I'm going to give the edge to NXT. I think NXT might pip it.
So what you're saying is Joe Hendry's going to smoke Tony Khan?
Well, I think it's going to be like not much in it, like 10,000 in it or something.
Yeah, but if NXT beats AEW, that is smoking, man.
Oh, they beat them last week.
That's what I'm saying. So they're smoking.
Anyway, we'll see what happens, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.